It's a fact. Same-sex couples aren't treated equally in this country. Same-sex couples aren't legally allowed to marry, and because of that, they don't receive the same tax breaks or the same benefits that straight couples do. It's quite a movement to change that, and as one local man's story explains, all humans have the capacity to love, so in his eyes, why shouldn't he and everyone be treated equally?
My name is Bill Bowersock. I am sort of becoming a poster child for Social Security equality. I grew up in Prairie Village, Kansas, and in my town, everybody was of the same ethnic background. So when I moved to New York after college, I wanted to meet other kinds of people. Well, just after I got there, I was in a bar in the West Village called the International Stud one night when in walks this guy named Harvey. And it was like I recognized him. I said, that's the guy. We lived together for 32 years. Everybody loved him, and I certainly did. He was a little guy, about 5'7", with a big personality and a big heart. We laughed all the time. You know, so many times I go to pick up the phone thinking, oh God, I'm going to tell Harvey about this. Nobody's going to get this but Harvey. And then I remember that I can't make the call. His death tore me apart. Shortly after he died, I called Social Security and I said, they said, well, what's his Social Security number? I gave it and the time of death, or the date of death, and I gave him that. And they said, well, thank you very much. I said, well, wait a minute. I was his domestic partner. We're registered in the state of California, and we lived together for 32 years. She said, well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to call, and I'm very sorry for your loss. Click. And that was it. So that Social Security, at the time of Harvey's death, he was getting about $2,400 a month Social Security payments. So that, for me, that money is just gone because they don't recognize me as having had any relation to Harvey at all. I just don't exist in the eyes of the federal government. I'm just another guy off the street. Thank you for your call. Click.
Truly emotional. Bill Bowersock is here with us now. Bill, we appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
My pleasure.
You've reached your 65th birthday because the government doesn't recognize your partnership. You're simply out of luck in this case?
Yeah, that's the way it goes. For same-sex couples, I'm just out of luck.
You made the phone call. Did anyone call you back? Did anyone offer any advice?
No. There's no advice to be offered. It's just I'm not recognized by the federal government.
Prior to the death of your partner, did you fully understand what that meant?
No, I had no idea. It hadn't even crossed my mind.
Well, you've not been able to afford things you might have if you had received Social Security benefits. Is that right?
Yeah, I had to move out of my house. I'm renting the house. I didn't lose it. I've still got it, but I can't live there. I can't afford to live there, so I'm in a little apartment, and I have my house rented out.
And, you know, I would think, and we're talking, and I'm looking at you, and I can see how emotional you are. This is exceptionally difficult for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Because not only have you lost someone that you desperately, desperately loved, but because your partnership was not recognized, now you find yourself in the untenable situation of basically just throwing your arms up in the air and going, I'm lost.
Yeah, it's, Social Security is a wonderful thing. They look at married couples as teams, and whatever one person made was made with the aid and support of the other, but they just don't look at us as a team. We're just guys.
To your knowledge, what is being done to try to change the situation?
Well, I think there is legislation that's coming up, but I'm not sure about it.
What do you think the federal government should do in this situation?
Well, I think they should. Everybody's paid into Social Security, and I think people should be able to designate the person that they want to be the beneficiary of that Social Security.
To wrap it up, and again, I truly appreciate you coming in tonight. And here's the issue. What do you say to people who don't think you deserve equal benefits?
I'm just the same as you are. I had a really wonderful relationship. I had a committed relationship with another human being, and I think that should be honored.
Well, you said there is legislation in the works, and I hope, and we all pray, that things work out for you. Bill, our apologies for your loss. We thank you for coming in to talk about this important issue.
It's my pleasure.